Whiskey 2 Oscar Tango, W2OT, Cincinnati.
Roger, TOT2OT, Cincinnati. And what is the name there, please?
Is that James? My name here is Marty, MARTY.
Okay, Marty, I'm copying you right now on Milford, and Milford's got a buzzsaw jammer going on, so I need to look for another location. If you would, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system, Roger?
Ground system is a vertical ground mounted above sea level.
The antenna has 3 radial ground radials to this antenna.
This antenna is a 5 BTU.
Alrighty, I found you down in Georgia, so let them jam, Milford. We're down in Georgia. You're about 12 over down in Georgia, Roger.
Okay, very good. I'll accept the 12 over 9. You're just fading a little bit. You're about S8. Running the ICOM 7300. And the microphone's a D104. How's the sound by you? Go ahead.
Oh, splendid for a D104, sir. You have that D104 under control. Now, is that a powered D104?
Oh, negative. It's not a powered D104, no.
Well, amazing. I mean, you just, no matching transformer, you're just coming right out of the element into the radio. Is that a Roger?
What I'm doing is the D104 does not have a preamp, but in 1970 I built my own equalizer, which is a 2-band EQ with an op amp in it, and it's going to the 7300 with the +5 and a +5 with the processor on 1. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, I knew we would get to something because it sounded too good to be direct because those D104 cartridges are so high impedance that if one tries to go direct into a current radio, it just turns out to be sheet tin. So you got a good handle on that, and your homebrew's doing real well. Now, usually we suggest a 3 on the compressor, about a third of the compression capability. I'm not sure exactly how that would turn out as far as your homebrew stuff.
Well, I tried the processor on 3, James, but the background increases tremendously, so I try to keep the background down, keeping the processor on 1. And I believe there's enough audio with the processor on 1, guy.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, it's, what we're looking for is to take a 10 dB dynamic range transmitter and at the end of our setup have it a 3 dB dynamic range and go from a 30% average peak modulation to an 80 to 85% peak modulation. So we would go from the compressor in line to the ALC meter with mic gain in hand, adjust the mic gain until the ALC meter is running mid-scale to 2/3.
Mic gain until the ALC meter is running mid-scale to 2/3. ALC is around 2/3, so maybe slightly higher than 2/3.
Roger. Looks like about 3 dB, so that's exactly where we want. Now, why don't you tell me about your antenna system so that I can listen a little bit more to your audio?
The antenna system is a Hustler 5 dB TV ground-mounted vertical, and earlier at the present time running 3 radials. And again, it's a 5 BTV Hustler, and we're 850 feet above sea level. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. So as I'm looking at your audio on a freak meter, you're running off at about 300 cycles. You could extend that a little bit more if you wanted to, give you a little bit fuller signal, but it's up to you about how full that bottom end you're looking at. I'm kind of losing you, James. I'm losing you. Let me see 73. You're in the noise at the present time. You're in the noise. KC9VKV. This is W2OT Cincinnati 73. Yes, sir. Well, I'm sure it was just a temporary thing, sir. Usually we do real well going east. But we'll say 73, sir, and you have a great afternoon, a beautiful weekend. I'm recording, and we'll be posting the recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days. Matter of fact, by probably noon tomorrow. So if you go to YouTube and you call it a search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to our QSO-VLOG page. This will be cut 1 of 1,950 recorded QSO-VLOGs.
Cut 1 of 1,950 recorded QSO-VLOGs.
Okay, 73, W2OT Cincinnati, clear, frequency is 718873.
Roger. KC9VKV, Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.